So she's some kind of Korean YouTuber. She decides to go to India and basically document her experience. And it doesn't go well. The thing goes viral. And she starts talking about it. So this is like a bit of a summary of that, okay?
This gorgeous Korean travel blogger just shared her recent trip to India. And man, what started as an exciting adventure turned into a complete nightmare. In just a few days, she dealt with non-stop stalking, creepy harassment, and scam after scam. And if that wasn't bad enough, the whole thing ended with a nasty car accident. So she lands in New Delhi, India's capital. And on her first day, she decides to take a stroll and check out the local scene. But before she knows it, this seemingly innocent woman and a bunch of kids surround her. Before she can even process what's happening, they're quickly dabbing colorful marks on her forehead and cheeks. At first, she thinks it's some kind of local cultural thing, but she quickly realizes something's not right. Hands start reaching out demanding money. And get this, one of the kids actually tries to stick his hand right into her bag. What seemed like a friendly welcome instantly turns into this elaborate scam. These kids were acting like total brats, and she felt genuinely scared for the first time. They were like a pack of hungry wolves, ready to pounce and grab whatever they could get their hands on. Luckily, there was a cop nearby on duty, so she rushes over for help. But even with the police trying to shoo them away, these kids just wouldn't quit. They kept following her around like they were
Wow, that's crazy. What the fuck? It's crazy that the people, the adults, are looking like, look at this guy. Oh shit, this nigga's looking and smiling. He's cheesing. She laughing. They're like, oh. Like, clearly this woman running away. Like, she's afraid. Like, she's trying to get away. Like,
silently saying no money, no freedom. This blatant harassment left her feeling both furious and helpless. And her impression of the city was already getting pretty dark. Some good people couldn't stand watching this anymore and stepped in to help chase the kids away. But these little troublemakers were like sticky tape that just wouldn't come off.
Finally, thank you.
They were obviously part of some organized operation and had developed seriously thick skin.
Alright, we'll just start right here. Thoughts so far?
Organized operation. I mean, it could really be like that. It could be like that. I don't know.
Any country. Not in any country, but I've seen a couple of countries that.
Sure.
Please.
Not in any country.
Right here. Thoughts so
Any
far?
country.
Happens in any country.
Yeah.
Not in any country, but I've seen a couple of countries that
Sure.
stuff like that happen. So
Okay.
people approaching you, you're tourists, people approaching you, people trying to sell you stuff, give you stuff.
Alright. So, I'm not India's biggest fan. Some of you might say that. So me watching this video, I'm like, where's this gonna go? And I think that if you're gonna travel, you should know where you're traveling. And I say this because I watch her right now. I think that if you're gonna travel, you should know where you're traveling to. And I say this because I watch her right now. And I'm like, man, you painted a red target on yourself. In fact, you literally went out in a very expensive looking red dress, cool looking shades, and you're vlogging. Already, India is not considered safe for women traveling alone. In fact, that's a fact. You should not do that if you don't know what you're doing. But as an unsavvy traveler, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. And there's like enough documentation on this. There's a lot of people who share their experiences.
That's a powerful point he just pointed out. Let me take that shit back. India is the most dangerous country for women. It must face reality. And a lot of people don't realize how real and important it is to know about different religions, different cultures, because this is very real. Some people lose their lives, people get locked up for life, all type of shit. Like, just going to a place that you know nothing about and don't understand nothing. Like, if you really in the third world, like, that can be very dangerous. Like,
not do that if you don't know what you're doing. But as an unsavvy traveler, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. And there's like enough documentation on this. There's a lot of people who share their experiences. This is like it's not the shit on India, it's just some places, the economic reality, the social reality of the place is that. I'm not saying there's not places for women to travel solo where it's going to be safe, but India's definitely not one of them places. And do you have a camera? You know what she's screaming the whole time she's there around poor people? I got a lot of money. Of course, these kids are going to... They said something like, oh, it's an organized operation. No.
It's not organized. You're disorganized.
More than that, it's just like...
Okay, there we go. I like they take on that, yeah. I mean, that's probably why the people were just looking like, nonchalant, like, whatever, like... You can't step out in places like that looking like a target. But these are things that is important to know that the average person don't even think to know or think even know that it matters. Like that way you call a nigga gullible. Like
You are a beacon in the middle of a sea of poor people. They know if they come to you and you pull out, like you won't even realize this. You might hand them a couple bills. That's a month's salary for a lot of people working. Because as a foreigner, when you come in there, you hand someone a $10 American bill, bro, that's the wage for a couple months for a lot of people.
You just handed it out like it was nothing, so you probably got more.
So when you hungry, poor, abandoned, whatever
Everybody be asking me, man, does the Bluetooth actually work?
Bro, you get a month for free.
It's free. You can get 1 month for free. So you can.
it is, like, of course you're going, and I'm not trying to justify this kind of bad civic behavior because I don't like it. There's actually poor countries where you go and you won't see this shit.
Yo, but be smart about the way you move in countries like that. I'm not gonna go with my big chain in Brazil. Oh, what's that? Oh, that big mountain right there. My favela. Oh shit, let's go there with my big chain, my big rings. I don't know anything like that. My iPhone's out. I won't even reach the bottom of the freaking thing. I'm gonna get robbed.
And even if you are Indian, it doesn't really matter because if you look like a foreigner, they can smell it off of you. I know Indians who go back to India and they'll get harassed because they just sound like they're diaspora and they're returning.
We went to Haiti and
so yeah.
They weren't scared of anyone's threats, and some locals even tried bribing them with tips. Seeing her getting surrounded by more and more people, she had no choice but to buy a ticket and hide inside a tourist attraction to finally shake off those persistent little scammers. But just when she thought she could safely leave, right outside the attraction, she gets targeted by a group of students. They start following her, constantly shouting, "Wait up."
They probably want to take pictures. I've seen some countries where if you're a foreigner and you look attractive, especially a woman, they want to take, even black dudes with afros. I have friends who went to China and they had an afro. Chinese people want to take pictures with them. They want to be like, "Oh, ni hao, nigga. Ni hao, nigga."
Ni hao.
Sometimes they say that in the N-word. I'm like, I know it's Chinese, but...
I know it's Chinese, but calm down.
But calm down. Nigga! No, nigga!
Oh, shit. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I bet, though, bro. I wouldn't put that past some motherfucker. Like, it... They be on some racist shit, thinking shit funny and shit.
I know they had an afro. Chinese people want to take pictures with them. They want to be like, "Oh, ni hao, nigga. Ni hao, nigga." Sometimes they say that in the N-word. I'm like, I know it's Chinese, but...
I know it's Chinese, but calm down.
But calm down. Nigga! No, nigga! You know, nigga? Hey, nigga!
Bro, he sounds just like...
And then all of a sudden they speak English. CBB coming for you. Hey, take his picture, stupid. Nigga! CBB coming. Hey, act right. Don't touch me. Yeah, touch me. Don't mess with Chinese people in this country. Don't touch me. Nigga! Nigga!
But she quickly figured out these students just wanted to take a selfie with a foreigner. Right after the photo, this sketchy-looking Indian dude slides up to her. She immediately goes on high alert, clearly refusing whatever he wanted and telling him to back off.
I'm not gonna lie, every time I see Indian dudes pop
Man,
up,
what the hell going on? Damn. Like, at this point, she needs security and everything. Like, this is crazy. She done bought a ticket, went to the tourist center retreat or whatever. As soon as she can't even make it to the airport, though, that's crazy. Like, what the fuck? Now, a grown man approaching this lady.
This is Bob inviting.
No, Bubs. Bubs.
Or not necessarily just approaching, like harassing her. Why are they harassing her? It don't make no sense.
Can I see your Bubs? Your Bubs inviting.
Oh, I can't help it.
As evening approached and she was getting ready to head back to her hotel, she suddenly noticed this girl in black following her. At first, she didn't think much of it, figuring the girl was just looking for a bus. But when she casually glanced back, she realized the girl was still trailing behind her. Her heart started...
Yo, India is creepy. This ain't normal. Like, what the fuck?
racing, sensing something was wrong.
See, this why you got the African Negro of the West, the American Negro. Because see, all these crazy ass motherfuckers be on this shit with weird shit, thinking shit sweet, but they come to meet the American nigga and they find out real quick, boy, you can't be doing no shit like that, nigga. What?
She deliberately picked up
India crazy, man.
her pace, and wouldn't you know it, the girls sped up too. The distance between them kept getting smaller. When she suddenly turned around, the girl pretended to be looking at something else and slowed down. Finally, she'd had enough and turned around to confront her directly.
What? Hey, what? You want to say something to me?
Want to say something?
Why are you following me?
I like the Indian guy, like, you want to say something to her? Indian guy came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like,
That,
translate.
but that's crazy. Look how the dudes that came out of nowhere. That's crazy. Oh shit. They really that show you the minds of people, yo. Like that's why I be trying to break down the motherfuckers. Like, damn, I really be trying to get people to see the power of the mind, yo. Like, wow, bro. Like, these people really be programmed. They really look at that lady like, oh my God, da 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 da. Like, but in reality, it's a sad reality. Like, that shit's the weakest shit ever, bro.
From English to English?
Yes.
But Indian English?
Yes.
You want to say something to her?
Yeah. Yeah, Michael Jackson. You want to say something to her?
It's brown. It's
No
like,
shit.
yeah.
The girl in Black's intentions were pretty obvious. She was there to steal something, but
At this point, this shit don't even feel real. This must be fake or something. Like, what the fuck?
got busted before she could pull it off. Feeling the danger, she decided to get out of that area immediately, but the taxi drivers started jacking up their prices. The ride-sharing app clearly showed 100 rupees, but the drivers were asking for double. She didn't want to spend the extra money, so she ended up choosing some Indian guy's motorcycle. Even though she felt uneasy about it, she needed to get away fast, so she gritted her teeth and got on. The girl was still pretty pleased with herself for negotiating the price down, completely unaware that trouble was creeping up on her.
Okay. Again, what's happening to her is not okay. But if you're not a local, stop trying to do local shit because it's not for you.
Yeah.
She's going through side streets that she don't know a city of. She's doing all this stuff. It's like, this is not a safe place. I don't get it. It's like, I'm not going to Afghanistan and being like, let me just...
But see,
wing-
some people just so gullible. Just common sense ain't too common, bro. Like, you would think people know these things and would be taught these things and would move with a security mindset set to some degree. But you'd be surprised, like, man, people out here just goofy, yo, just caught up in this media and thinking image, and then they come out in the world thinking it's this dream world that they live in. Nigga gonna find out real quick. Damn, that's crazy. I mean, I feel bad for the lady because I understand what's really going on. Like, if this is real, I could see what the lady went through. Like, that reality is something very real. That's what make that video so crazy. It's like, imagine trying to explain to somebody what the video showing. Like, that's crazy. People won't even believe you. Like, it's like, nah, bro, it really like this.
I don't know. This is really juvenile.
Let me go to the mountains.
Yeah.
I'm going on a hike. It's like you're not home.
That happened to some
You're not
girls.
home.
That happened to girls in Morocco. Morocco, like, these two girls just went up into the mountains where it's like there's no police presence, whatever. Instead of staying at the hostel, they decided to camp, and then these two guys found them camping and then murdered them.
No,
It's
but
like-
we're gonna wait. No, but we can't just go hiking. You're not home. You're not home.
There's always a fine line because like you don't want to do this whole like victim blaming, but at the same time it's like you have to show some self-awareness.
But what she going through, she a brave girl though at the same time. I mean, look how she out there on her own and shit. But she definitely brave because that's some crazy shit. Like what she going through, the average person would be mind babbled, would have been scared. Like something probably would have happened to the average person, bro. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like, so I gotta give the girl her props for. Well, I don't even know. Did she make it out?
You can't afford to travel and not learn about the place you're traveling to. I just know.
And there's a lot, like you said, there's people that saying that
talking about the victim blaming thing, and it's like, you know what, people need to be educated. You know, I'm gonna go with the solution that I can actually control,
Yeah.
and I can control my behavior. Yeah.
Victim blaming is gonna save my kids. I don't really care.
It's
Yeah, my kids are gonna learn these lessons, and if they don't, I'm gonna reinforce it.
My job is for my daughter and my son to come back home.
Yeah. Not to feel
So
good
I'm
about
not
it.
gonna be, no, you should be doing that, and you have the right to do that. Forget all of that.
But-
Daddy needs them kid home.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be like, no, wash your drinks at all time. Do this, do that. Don't wander in the streets that you don't know. Go off talking to people that you don't know. Watch your back. Wash these girls. Wash these boys. Of course we're gonna do that.
Yep.
The next day, she bought some snacks and caught a long-distance bus to Jaipur. The bus.
See what he's saying? How you gotta be on the motherfucker, like, don't do this, don't do that, watch this, watch that. See, why is that so confrontational? Some people have a problem with that because it go against this idiotic shit that the media got people on, that programming shit. See, they can program and push so much shit through the media, but when you go and close your doors and turn the TV off, and it's just mama or daddy, papa, brother, sister at home, you know what I'm saying? It's like that when you can install a lot of the real shit to a motherfucker. And that's where you be like, don't do this, don't do that. You see that? Blah, 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 blah. But all of that, it seems like it's a challenge to actually listen and do and act because it go against that media programming shit. Motherfuckers be wanting to be on that medium programming frequency, thinking, oh, it's like this. But it's like, nah, it ain't like that, bro. You go out there and you do this, you do that, you move like that, you move like that. You be fucked up out here. It real like.
The environment was pretty rough and dirty, but the 3 passengers she was traveling with were actually pretty cool. They even gave her bananas and other snacks. They were chatting and taking photos to pass the time. But right when the bus got on the highway, another incident happened. She and this Indian guy got kicked off the bus by the driver. She was totally confused and asked, "Isn't this the highway?" But the bus just drove away without looking back. The crazy part is she wasn't even scared. She actually thought it was kind of interesting. Passing truck drivers kept slowing down, saying they could give her a ride, but the men couldn't get on. Obviously, she wasn't about to get in a truck by herself.
Finally, the first smart thing she did. She said she's not going in a random truck by herself. Good.
Looking across the street at her hotel, she thought she was finally starting a fresh, new chapter of her journey. But she had no idea that the very next day when she stepped outside, she'd get knocked down by a motorcycle. This guy in blue was driving recklessly and slammed right into her, sending her flying. Her tailbone was in serious pain and she couldn't even get up. There were tons of people watching, but the guy who hit her just stood there from a distance, not even bothering to come over and check on her. Fortunately,
Hold on, we gotta take this
but
shit
right when the
back.
bus got on the bus to Jaipur, the bus in
These girls, wash these boys. Of course we're gonna do that.
Yep.
the next day she bought some snacks.
Do this, do that. Don't wander in the streets that you don't know. Go off talking to people that you don't know. Watch your back. Wash these girls. Wash these boys. Of course we're gonna do that.
Yep.
The next day she bought some snacks and caught a long-distance bus to Jaipur. The bus environment was pretty rough and dirty, but the 3 passengers she was traveling with were actually pretty cool. They even gave her bananas and other snacks. They were chatting and taking photos to pass the time. But right when the bus got on the highway, another incident happened. She and this Indian guy got kicked off the bus by the driver. She was totally confused and asked, "Isn't this the highway?" But the bus just drove away without looking back. The crazy part is she wasn't even scared. She actually thought it was kind of interesting. Passing truck drivers kept slowing down.
That is some hating for your ass, yo. That's the biggest hating, like, that's a big hating move right there, yo. That's some hating ass shit. Then why they had to go and kick them off? What was they doing? What they kick them off for? India hating, hateful, is creepy, they racist, they dirty.
Saying they could give her a ride, but the men couldn't get on. Obviously, she wasn't about to get in a truck by herself.
Finally, the first smart thing she did. She said she's not going in a random truck by herself. Good.
Looking across the street at her hotel, she thought she was finally starting a fresh, new chapter of her journey. But she had no idea that the very next day when she stepped outside, she'd get knocked down by a motorcycle. This guy in blue was driving recklessly and slammed right into her, sending her flying. Her tailbone was in serious pain and she couldn't even get up. There were tons of people watching, but the guy who hit her just stood there from
Oh
a
my
distance,
God.
not even bothering to...
What the hell Man, I wanna know, who was. That's crazy, yo. Yeah, I'm glad this shit went viral because, it's stories like this that people need to. These type of stories need to be taught in school. Like, they need to pull this stuff up in school and show shit like this. Like, this is the type of shit they need to teach motherfuckers. Like, damn.
To come over and check on her. Fortunately, there happened to be a documentary film crew nearby. When they saw what happened, they immediately came over to help. They had an ambulance and emergency medical equipment with them, so she got quickly loaded up and checked out. The police showed up to handle the situation and caught the guys who caused the accident. After some back and forth, she suggested that the person who hit her should take her to the hospital for a full checkup. She was worried.
Oh, bro. Okay. No, okay. I'm stopping this. I'm not watching the rest of this.
I'm sorry. Like,
There's something wrong with this lady too.
I'm questioning.
It could be.
I already said that. Look.
I'm not watching the rest of this.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm questioning if this is just not rage bait.
I'm questioning. It could be. I'll say this. Yeah.
Cause no, bro, there ain't no way.
Traffic.
And after that, you're gonna go back home and say, India was horrible to me. You were horrible at India.
You know what? Traffic in some countries is just crazy. It's like, it's not an orderly thing. It's not Korea. It's not Seoul. It's not Japan. Like, there are no lights in a lot of places. So traffic just moves, and a lot of these motherfuckers on mopeds and bikes, they just zoom in. So if you don't know how to navigate that traffic, whatever.
Instead of
she don't have that shit on foot camera, I wouldn't be surprised if her dumb ass was just moving and not paying attention. Because I've seen some people look at this kind of traffic and just walk right in and get hit right away. It's like, well, yeah, you don't know how to navigate this part of the world. You don't. So I don't know how I feel about this, but her telling, like, oh, the person who hit me should go and take me. Like, what are you doing?
This is pissing me off.
Nah, I agree. Like, at that point, ain't no who hit me need to take me to the hospital. So you trying to die? At that point, man, you need just, if somebody was really like going through some shit like that with sense, they would be thinking, what the fuck would happen? Get me to the airport. Let me get home. Let me get to hit the exit. Let me get the fuck up out of here. Like, the fuck. But once again, another goofy, a goof, a gullible, a vulnerable idiot.
Thoughts?
I'm good. Not all your fault, but you have a lot of responsibility in there. After that, you're gonna report like it's India's fault. Hey, India is the way it is, and all countries are the way they are. You have to act accordingly. What do you want me to say? Do a little bit of research. Don't go out there like it's your country. Oh, I'm gonna go visit. It's great. That's anywhere. I'm not gonna go in Russia and Moscow and go to the metro and just chill. I'm not gonna do that. Alone, I'm not doing that. At night, I'm not fucking doing it.
Don't you want a better gaming PC that's built with the right hardware at a fair price? Build Redux has that.
Yeah.
Why? Because I researched. I know better. I ask people. We are in the age of internet and information. Look for stuff.
Google.
Freaking look for stuff.
Chat GPT.
You go out there flashing all the things that you have in your dumb camera.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? What is this?
I will say, this doesn't take away from the fact that India's got a lot of problems.
Sure.
And the locals will tell you that. You know, there's a lot of rules you have to follow. It's especially even 20 times more true for foreigners. But if you don't do that research, I'm sorry, you didn't even do the bare minimum. So I have a hard time feeling bad for people who make zero efforts to protect themselves. Zero. Don't lock their door. Don't put curtains up.
Yeah, it was. You could definitely read some type of like weird craziness, like with the old lady too. Like, the lady herself, she was on some tripping. She was tripping. She was on something like something.
On their windows for their house, put all the valuables right beside the window so niggas could just open it and take their shit. Like, I just don't feel bad. I don't. And this is very similar to that.
Facts.
Everything she did was just brain dead. So India might have problems, but you're a horrible traveler, and you should stay home. You should stop traveling if you are not going to look up the places you're going
Or
to.
go on a resort and stay in a resort.
Yeah, I see people go travel to a country, they arrive there or whatever, or they get to the airport, and they're like, you can't get on. Why? Because you don't have a visa. I didn't know. That's your responsibility. Am I supposed to feel bad because you don't know you need to apply for a visa? You didn't Google. You didn't look any of the like. That's what this is to me. I want to be able to address the